What's good with y'all? Yo, what's up, y'all? What's with it? I'm finna start playing the game in a second. You feel me? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Yes, twin. Niggas better show out. She already won, nigga saw that shit. Alright, let's get it, let's get it. English. Who? Who commented, gang? Yo! Who that, Chino? Who that? I don't know who that is, hold up. Who you, gang? Did you come from my Snap story? Hell nah. Barely, man. I'm putting that shit all the way up.
The kid from lunch.
Dude, there's like 100 kids I know from lunch, gang. Hold up, what time is it right now, gang? It's 8:11. Hold on, when it turns 8:12, I'm gonna put it in. Exactly when it turns 8:12, hold up. What's your name, fool? I could read that. I bet. Dude, what Asian kid? What is her name, dude? Damn, like, what is her name? Begin the game. What is her name? Dude, the Asian kid won't cut it, dog. The Asian kid won't cut it. Hold on. Yeah, the Asian kid won't cut it, gang. There we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Buzz. Jaden?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his
we gonna
desk
watch everything, chat.
427 and he pushed buttons
on the keyboard.
Orders came to him through a
Jaden. No, not Jalen. Jaden.
How long to push them?
Let's see.
This is what
Landon. Are you Landon, gang?
Every day.
Gang, are you Landon?
Every month of every year. And although others might have considered it
Jaden,
Stanley
Landon.
relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Up, down, up, down.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What if I don't step out of my office, though? I gotta stay right here. And I'm going up and down. How about that? How about that, huh? Huh? I dare you to say something. Do something about it. What time is it right now? Is it showing the exact time? No, it can't be, right? It's not showing the exact time. Fine, I'll step out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I wonder.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room? I'm just walking.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Is this like a... Wait, chat, is this a horror game or no?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Wow.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Not going in there.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What did I do? Wait, what did I do? Never, the end is never. The end is never the end. It's never the end.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh,
okay.
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
This thing is really trolling me right now.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Bro. Gang.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Why do I not trust this?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No, bro,
And this time,
what?
Suppose we don't wander so far off track.
What, bro?
Okay, from the top.
No! Alright, bro. That's why I hate playing games, man. Alright, fine. I'll just keep on going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Shut up.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Wait, which way should I go? Wait, chat, which way should I go? Wait, which way should I go? There's, I think, another person watching here. Gang, which way should I go? Which way should I go? Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the fucking channel. What are you doing? Like, I'm like the next core extension. So yeah, where do I go? What door? Weird one.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, I
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Why am I getting notifications?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Must be like way more doors. Hold up. Now there's no doors.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Bruh, do I have to? Bruh, what the fudge? Alright. That door's open over there.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Right. Get down a deep hallway.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alright, bro.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yo, we won!
You put in a lot of hard work.
Let's
Really
go! Let's freaking go! Let's freaking go!
I don't feel right about this at all.
What?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What?
Some people win fair and square, and
What?
this was not one of those situations. Okay?
I guess that
I'm
makes
getting
sense.
weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Alright. Story this way. This time we're going to actually complete the story, alright?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, Is the story of no destination still a story?
Yes.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
What's the line doing, dude?
I think what we need right now is a bit
Line
of
on
music
crack right now, dude. Look at this, chat. Oh my god, that scared me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, holy. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, bro. That actually really tickled my spine there. Dun, 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 dun,
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. That's the turn though, right? That right there? That's the turn, right? Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
How does that bring me all the way back? What? I am awfully confused right now. Wait. Yo, what am I supposed to do? Bro, what am I supposed to do? This be.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... No, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Alright, let's go chat.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Wait, what door opened? Oh, that door opened, okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Can't
what
wait.
do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. how important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door.
Dude, I effed up the entire story,
and that,
bro.
in turn, means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Yaddy on my...
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Yo, somebody comment on my video game. I'm getting bored talking to myself like I'm actually a really big YouTuber. I'm such a lonely streamer. Alright, this time we're gonna follow the story.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other workers. Bro. Okay, make sure. So your slide has a slick blue graphic and adder and okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Good to know. Charts, slides, charts and slides. Read that. Which charts? Hold on, chat. I'm finna go. Mom! Coach Wilson said that he's trying to switch the time. Give him an minute. Alrighty. Alright, chat, I'm back. I basically haven't been gone yet, so. It's just my codes, just my codes. What are your dreams for the future? Above, success, blah, 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 blah. I'm out of here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Better than I want to, though. Yo, Corey. Yo, what's up, gangy? Which Nick are you? Are you the Nick with the wild hair?
Stanley was once again stunned to
Hey,
discover
the
not an
Hornets, what's
indication
up?
of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Yeah,
what dark secret was being held from him?
tight.
What he could not have known
Playing this
was that the
Stanley
keypad
parable
behind the
right now.
boss's
Gang
desk
just bought
guarded
this
the terrible
for free
truth
because I
that
got
his
PS
boss
Plus,
had
you know
been
what I'm
keeping
saying?
from him. And
Begin the game again? Hell nah. Review. I love what it was like max game. There you go.
though the boss had assigned it an extra secret
wow.
number, 2845.
What's yo, I got
course, Stanley
Nick
couldn't
in
possibly
here.
have known this.
We good, we chillin'. Wait, game, what do we do? Wait, hold on, do I leave out? Got a code, that's why I didn't go to school for 2 days.
Stanley just sat
All
around
good,
twiddling
gang.
his thumbs.
All
Trying
good.
to input anything on the device was useless.
On
Since he could
my
never
snap,
possibly know
I'm
the
going to
combination was 2845.
I have a game in Everett.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened
I'm gonna
input
drop the
correct
address
code
of my
by
game in
sheer
Everett
luck.
on my
Amazing.
snap.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Huh? What is this game? I've never seen this playing the real game or watching others play the real game. What? No, bro. Is this like a horror game or? If it's horror, I'm not playing this game, gang. If this is horror, bro, I'm not playing this game. I'm gonna try and get every ending on this one stream, and if I can't, then womp womp.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go
Wait, you ain't got
unanswered
kicked
for
out the
long.
basketball team? No, kid. I think, no, I'm not on the
Stanley
basketball
walked straight
team.
ahead through
I'm
the
on
large
a,
door that
I'm
read
on a
Mind
travel
Control
basketball
Facility.
team. I'm not on Breed. I think Damien got kicked off of Breed though, cause what he did with a bad kid.
The lights rose on an enormous room
But
packed with
other than that,
television
I don't know.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I don't
Did
know
he
if Damien
have the
got
strength to find out?
golly. I don't know if Damien got kicked off though. He might have. I don't know. If he does, I think Coach will come and get me. But other than that, I have no idea.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Who went to school? Everybody? Everybody, I think, except Terrence and Knox, because I'm pretty sure they got suspended. Take me up.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy
Cause
with his
Chris
boring job?
threw a
That
knife
his emotions had
at
been
a cop,
manipulated to
and then
accept
Chris
a
ran,
binary-
and then the cops thought it was Ian and Knox.
No. He
Or
refused
Knox
to
got
believe
sick,
it.
but I know
He
Terrence got
couldn't
suspended.
accept it. His
I don't know
own
about
life
Knox. I'm pretty sure
in
Knox got
someone
sick or he got
else's
suspended because of that. I have no idea.
Never. It was
I don't know about Knox,
unthinkable.
but I know about
Wasn't it?
Terrence.
Was it
Chris
even
still goes
possible?
to school.
Had he truly
Chris went to
spent
school.
his entire
The
life
light-skinned Chris, by the way, not the dark-skinned one. The very, very light-skinned one, like the white one.
Proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
I don't know, kid. I wasn't there. That's just what
decided that this machinery would
that's just
never
what
again
Chris
exert
told
its
me.
terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls.
I think he did. I have no idea.
All.
I'm about to have more. I'm about to have more comments in one stream. I'm pretty sure because what the. Oh my God, my ears.
You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley.
No. I'm sorry. I don't know. Because the cop rammed into. I think a cop was like. I don't know, Chris's mom and Carl was arguing something like that, and then Chris threw the knife and ran, but Terrence came out of nowhere, I guess. I have no idea, dude.
You're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid
No.
you don't have nearly the power you think you do, for example. And I believe you'll
No.
Chill. He had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA
No.
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
No, chill.
Detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
What?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Wait, chill. No. Come on, go.
Shape it to your heart's desires.
Go.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
W man.
Precious moments each.
Yo, how'd I get out of here, gang?
More time to talk about you. About me.
No, chill, bro. I didn't mean to, bro.
I know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Alright, good night, bro.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying.
Chill, bro.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Alright, bro.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been
what? I'm into.
Take back the control wrested away from you. It's quite rich.
Chill.
No. I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
1, 2.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing
3.
instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Where's number 3? Where's number 3? It's over there, okay.
This is not a challenge.
It's
a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
1.
Fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so
2.
you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. no enemy, just you being blown to pieces.
Where's number 3
Will
then?
you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Oh no.
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same.
No.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
What just happened? What the hell just happened? This is
All of his co-workers were gone.
Dude, did I have to repeat the entire thing,
Stanley
dude?
decided to go to the
Like, are you
meeting
serious?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dude, I'm about to crash out.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Dude, nah, I'm about to speedrun this. Hold up.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
This way.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Two, 8, 4, 5.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Bro. This is cheating. How are you supposed to...
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
You're about to piss me off, chat. Gang. Bro.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Which way was
What
it again?
horrible secret did this
way.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Alright, hold on.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
I don't
true
care.
nature revealed.
I don't care.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery wouldn't... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yep. 5 right there.
Oh, Stanley.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Alright, come on.
You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do, for example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Yep.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
I don't care.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it.
Where's the blue
I'm going
3?
to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Where's the blue?
These
What's
are
the blue
precious
3?
additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Bro.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
I
it
smell
mean?
food.
Stanley
I
decided to
smell
go to the meeting room.
food.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So I'm gonna try and
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
oh my god, I'm finna rip all of... I'm finna rip my skin out, bro, I swear. This is different now.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I want to complete this one first. I need to complete this one first.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
I'm gonna put some TikTok while I wait, because there's nobody watching.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Alright.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery...
Alright.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy. Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley.
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huh?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start? Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose.
Do I believe her or what, chat? Do I believe her or what?
For you. Don't let...
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Well,
this is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Alright.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Alright, so I think we just beat the game.
Step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I just downloaded it off of PS Plus.
Sounds delightful.
I'm just looking at my stream from here.
Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh, you streaming it?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle. Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend? Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something. Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste. And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content. Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button. Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can...
I'll just. Oh yeah. I'll do that. So she besides that. No, Mom.
Write these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my
Oh wow.
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip
really
button we shall
interesting. Have. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
And here it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep...
Shut up.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
Hi. Who the fuck is Crystal's face?
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Are you? I think it is.
I've had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved?
Okay. If you want, you can leave now. If you want, of course. Also, you mind dropping the sub? You know, subscribing. Damn, where'd the narrator go? Damn. I ain't talking no more. Hey, what the fuck happened? Wait, what? What happened to the narrator?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to...
Alright, skip again. Dude, I've been skipping for the past like 5 minutes, dude. I've completed this game. I've went back and had different endings. What more does this game want from me?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Dude, bro, Jesus Christ, we have 3 people in here. What's up, boys and girls? Whatever the fuck you are. Dude, I've been playing this game for an hour, and I've been crashing out many times because my finger hurts and I got some stuck on my nail, but I'm not complaining. Good for you. Oh my god, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I gotta get to my game, my basketball game in Everett. I'm gonna be posting out my YouTube, so y'all keep a lookout. My very good 3 followers, 3 viewers. Oh my god, what's this? Open to the narrator. Damn, I got karate lessons at 10. Type. She take karate. Yo, what the fuck? Gang, how long if I... Hold up. Say I won't. Say I won't. Say I won't click this on right now. I would. Watch the entire building be done. Oh. I don't look like him. Damn. How many times do I gotta keep pressing this button? It's starting to get annoying, mate. And I'm getting scared. Bro, I'm starting to crash out. Like, actually, dude, I have more comments on this video. More comments on this video than I have subscribers, gang. What if I just keep on walking? What if I just walk straight the whole time? Away from that mess. I think really because I have karate lessons, I have to keep practicing and learn how to count in Japanese, learn how to talk. Okay. Why do you have to, dude? You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to. Unless your parents are forcing you to, then that's what's called child labor. Dude, how much more do I have to run? Do I have to run, gang? Dude, oh my god. Oh my god. I just stuttered so... Whoa. I stuttered so bad. I said, like such a... With the food finna be coming. Ooh. I've been streaming. That's what we are supposed to call our teachers. Yeah, I know that sense. I know that senseis was supposed to just... Holy guacamole, dude. Should I cross out?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful at the time. Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I'll get it. We're gonna be sitting here for like 3 minutes as I remember the last time I did this, which is like 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna keep on playing this game and keep on streaming all night if I have to. Thank you. My food is finally here. Ooh, WeChat. Should I post it on my story? Absolutely not. Cause it's not that good now.
Stanley,
It doesn't look that good.
Reflecting on the Stanley Parable
Babe.
and about how roundly
Bruh.
disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley
Biggie,
Parable
a
was a
beanie.
landmark.
That's
Any
what
new
you are.
content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever
You're not
the
wrong, though.
Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to
Yeah,
a
okay.
measly port with a few minor additions? Think
Yo,
of all the
5
new
people in
territory
here.
we'll
Hold
cover
up.
With a fully fledged sequel. An
Hold up,
entirely
what's up,
new
y'all?
experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities.
My
It
most
could go in
views.
so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly
I'm
the
just stuffing
Stanley
my face with
Parable
meat
2
right
is
now.
going to be.
Wait, no,
But let's
pause,
take a look at some of the
pause.
features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. I have more than all yours. Hold up. Not in this TikTok, for buying my old one.
A common complaint of
No.
the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless
Yeah, I
despair
swear.
in those
Wait a minute,
who
how much
played it.
photos do you have?
Well,
Hold on, let me check.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem of the game. It's the Stanley Parable
Oh my God, I'm fat.
reassurance bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm
121
rises through
followers.
Your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly
Oh my
normal,
God.
perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while
what
the
is your
bucket
name?
is in your arms.
Foxy.
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning
What
the game
noises?
to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
We're going to the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Alright, bye,
And in fact,
Smalley.
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
I'm more
The
attractive?
benefits of the
Appreciate
bucket
you.
seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting. The joy of watching a number go up, you simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life. God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yep.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
What a scam.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Hold on.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful? Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
Ooh. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Oh man. I don't look like him.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Which one? Which one do you pick? Get Well Someday or Happy Birthday? Which one? Somebody pick. Get Well Someday or Happy 12th Birthday, niece. That niece. Nothing? Well, okay. I'll pick this one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
What? No. Whatever, bro. What a scam.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Then this is the last one we have to go on.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I see.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Fine, but
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them.
okay.
How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again, so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
True.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm pretty sure I want to have all of them now. Exit is that way?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yes, sir.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Fucked up.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Yes.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Alrighty. Alright, well, let's get it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite
Are you still in
forget.
here?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
However you
when
are.
he realized that not one single
still Sarah.
order had arrived on the monitor
Or if
for
you're a
him to
ghost.
follow. No one had
Or any
showed
of
up
that.
to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years
No,
at
it's
the
not
company
made for kids,
had
is
this
it?
happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, did the ghost
All of his
respawn? Hold on, let me
coworkers were
check.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Who's
room.
this
Perhaps
ghost?
he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, it's the ghost. Who uses Pinterest? What?
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Say what again? I forgot what I said. Say what again? That nobody goes on Pinterest? I'm finna get this trophy. Say what again, huh? You ain't gonna do nothing? No, actually, what I say, you know I have short-term memory. Like what I say? Like, who scrolled on Pinterest? You? Like what? Is that what I said?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building
I know where you live.
he was employee number 427.
The Fook?
Employee number
The Fook, mate?
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him
don't make me leak your address, gang.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
What's up, my 4 other viewers other than this motherfucker here?
Stanley relished every moment that the orders
Which room, what floor?
though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something
first
very
floor?
peculiar happened.
What door?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would
What
never
door?
quite
Number
forget.
14.
He had been at his desk
Pull
for
up.
nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor.
What are
for
you
him to
talking
follow.
about? It just said
No one
5.
showed up
Shut
to give
up.
him instructions. Call a
It just said
meeting,
5. Now
or
that's
even
3.
say,
Like, how about you shut up? How about you
Never
shut
in all
up?
his years at the company
I live
had
on the
this
first floor, and I'm not.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest
Start a
time.
poll.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Crystal. Oh, I thought talking about me. I don't know. You just give me your address. Christux _ fave. I'm about to start a poll. There we go. Come on. Everybody click yes. Everybody click yes. It's Crystal Fave annoying.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bruh, who clicked no? Who clicked no?
Stanley picked up the
You're
bucket.
such a drama queen, you know that? Actually, no, I'm a king. Thank you very much. Which way do I go, Sarah? Huh? Where did I go? Where did I go? Right
and entered the
or
door
left,
with
huh?
his left.
Right or left? Excuse me. Excuse me. What door? Right or left, numbnut? Say no to. Left, I bet. It was the right way anyway. Don't close. Thank you.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
stupid
upstairs
ass
to the
son,
boss's
girl.
office.
No, girl, hold up.
Stepping
Watch this,
into
I
his
already know the
manager's office,
password.
Stanley was once again stunned
Hold
to
up.
discover not an indication of any
1, 2,
Crushed
8,
by the weight of
4.
this revelation, Stanley
5.
may have but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
There you go.
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the
Then
bucket
why do you
telling
ask
him?
me?
Yes, This is
Because
certainly
I
the
was
most
just seeing how
logical
smart you were. How do I have 71 comments, but 29 subscribers and 3 watching now? This Sprite low-key bussin'. This Sprite going crazy. Oh my god. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my god. Sprite
towards an unknown
so good.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all
Don't
right.
even.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Shut those stupid ass up, girl. You dumbass up, stupid ass.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large
girl.
door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I'm trolling. Dude, I might look. I might end. Ow! Oh my god!
What horrible secret did this place hold?
I just hit my
Stanley
hand on
and the
my
bucket
controller
both
so
wondered to
hard,
themselves.
like the tip of my fingertips. Cause like when you hit your fingertips hard, that's when they hurt. Anywhere else it doesn't hurt like that, but if you like slightly tap your fingertips or something, it will hurt. Hurt our
Monitors
minds.
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
Ow.
office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Not even alive. Like what?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't
They
wish
wish
to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously
I
in
left.
Stanley's
Alright.
feeble
I
mind.
left. Alright.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point,
Low
he
key,
could trust
after
no
this little
except
stunt right here,
for the bucket.
I'm gonna switch. I might either end stream or go over the Fortnite. One or the other. Actually, no. I might just end
The
stream.
heart of the operation. Controls
If it
labeled
gets a
with
little bit too
emotions,
competitive.
happy or
Repetitive,
sad
sorry.
or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery
So
would never
stupid
again
ass
exert...
up, boy. Alrighty, I won a game. I won. That's right, I won. Yeah, I
Stanley
won.
and the bucket
I
waited in
won.
madness.
Alright.
Was it over?
2-hour stream.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Hey,
Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country.
I'm gonna drop top, baby.
But then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What? No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say
Drop
about
it then, bro.
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Baby doll Rose. Alrighty, I think this is gonna be the end of the stream. Thanks for being there. Thanks for subscribing, all that. I will see you guys in the next one, boys and women. Love y'all. Subscribe. And y'all are all very hot and beautiful. Thank you very much. Subscribe for a smooch, by the way. See y'all later. Peace.